Hey guys, you're watching Bois TV, and today I am proud to announce one of our presenters at our event, Alex von Welchek. And he is part of Sky H20, where they're able to turn atmosphere into drinkable water. So part of our mission here at Global Capital Network and the firm I founded, this investor network, is to fund ideas that can help change the world and that are sustainable and help really make an impact, ideally to millions, but even more ideally to billions of people. And this is one of those kind of brands that I really like to support. He'll be presenting in a little to our investor group. We have about 70 or 80 investors here at Pelican Hill. Anyways, can you tell our global audience of investors and some other entrepreneurs and sponsors out there, the press and media, a little bit more about what you guys are up to?
Yeah, so Sky H20 is, like you said, we're an impact business. We like to say we're a triple bottom line, people, planet, and profit impact business. What we're doing is we're not just innovating, but we're scaling and advancing atmospheric water generation for commercial, industrial, and even government purposes. And we believe that atmospheric water generation really is a game-changing, kind of a disruptive technology, as we can now for the first time make fresh water at the location where it's needed. So you don't need to have perhaps infrastructure that may not exist or is decrepit. You can place these systems at critical locations like hospitals, military outlets, and things of that nature for a time of emergency or constant use.
So I have, worked with some firms doing similar things. So let me ask your feedback on and differentiation and some of the technology. So I've heard some investors give critical feedback that some of these water, units taking, turning the air into the water can be located too close to hazardous places like paints or other things that can get into the air, which could get into the water. How do you get around that? Do you have specialized filters that can, make sure that the water producing from that air, because a lot of air is polluted, right? How are you ensuring that everything's getting through is very clean?
Yeah, like I mentioned, we're a California technology company. We're only integrating using the most advanced materials. In the case of filtration, on the front end, we have a very sophisticated filtration system. It's actually a 3-level filtration system that filters the air. And on the back end, as the water's coming out, the fresh water, it goes through a UV. So what we're actually putting out is purified water. The interesting thing really about what we're doing is we create a very high quality of water.
Wow. And how much are you raising right now?
Currently we're raising about $5 million growth capital that's going to allow us to ignite our manufacturing and start turning a very substantial pipeline of potential sales, which today is over $200 million, into backlog.
Wow. And is that through a convertible note or is that pure just stock?
Stock. We're raising stock.
Okay.
We're basically looking at giving up 15% of the company for about $5 million.
Wow. All right, guys. Well, check out Sky H20. Where can they see more information about you guys?
We're on the web at skyh20inc.com. That's SKYH20inc.com. We're very accessible, and we love to hear from you.
And are you guys focusing on international plans at all, or is this really just focused on the States?
No, so it's actually primarily international. We did start the company when California was in an epic drought, but that drought has gone away. We've pivoted, and our very substantial sales pipeline that we have is 90% coming from faraway places, for mostly the Middle East and the Mediterranean region, which is very much having significant water stress.
So do you see this as definitely an alternative for desalination, or do you think that's still a need to desalinate, the ocean water to turn into drinkable water? Do you think this is a better long-term strategy, or that they are more hand in hand?
I would say that to overcome the serious water problems we have forthcoming, we really need all hands on deck. But I would say that atmospheric water generation has its place as a solution, because in our case we can make the water where it's needed, and again it mimics nature, it works in harmony with nature. So it's really one of these technology solutions that's turning gray infrastructure into green infrastructure. I don't want to talk too much about desalination, but that's perhaps not quite as environmentally friendly as what we do.
Okay, fair enough. All right, guys. Well, thank you for checking it out. Sky H20, thank you so much for coming on board, Alex.
Thanks.
And I'm looking forward to having you present in a little bit to our investors as well.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Okay.